Welcome to 𝐄𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐂. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 5:53 p.m. on Eastern Time on July 26th on Tuesday, Ethereum contract $1,377, about 4.32% so far. Respect over crypto market and the equity market, I would say across the spectrum today has been relatively negative. On the crypto side, across the board, down about 5%, respectively. Obviously, some coins are a little bit more stable than other, like looking at Bitcoin, respectively. But across on the overall market, on the equity side as well, I would say we are down about 1.5% across the spectrum. Obviously, more severely down on the small cap high growth stocks. But with respect to some of the large cap stocks also reported earning today, which some of them large giants actually missed. With respect to Alphabet and Microsoft, both missed estimates, which have been down after market. And obviously, with respect to the VIX, knowing the fact that we are in the mid of the FOMC meeting, which a lot of fear mongering. We don't really know what's going to be the outcome. We're going to be raising the rates to 75 basis point to 1% or even higher. We don't know how aggressive and tactically what Jerome is going to be doing going forward. So the VIX, which is the volatility index, is high as well. And across the spectrum, I'm also seeing some news among around crypto, specifically pointing at a crypto app, Coinbase. Obviously, we're well aware of, and we have a lot of mixed feelings about it, including myself. It seems like there's some lingering news around SEC probing Coinbase, which when that news breaks out, whenever you hear that word probing among any companies, specifically for crypto, which is even more of a nascent technology and a financial assets, it drives a sell off significantly, down 21% as of today. And in after market hour, you could see that we're slowly recuperating back up 1.62%, but today is still down 20%, which is bananas, if you may. And looking at the resistance level, you could see that clearly we basically sold off from the $76 all the way down to the $52, which is technically a resistance level. But a question that you might have for me is like, are we going to be seeing more sell-off for Coinbase? I would say yes, actually, knowing the fact that we're about to form a death cross and we are only at 43 out of 70. So seeing some more sell-off going down to like the 30, which means we should ideally see some lower level for Coinbase. And with respect to weekly, let me just take a look at it. Weekly seems like it's kind of a mixed bag at the moment. It doesn't really show any signs of reversal or bullish signal. Very much unlike crypto, which as we have been discussing, that on the crypto across the spectrum, the daily looks bearish, right? But on the weekly and monthly looks bullish. But Coinbase is speaking a different language, if you look at technical. Looking at on a monthly, you could see that the inertia is also quite stale. We are 31 out of 70, but we have kind of leaped down quite significantly. But in terms of forming new lows, I think we have a high propensity to do so. So seeing new levels like around 40, even below 40, maybe 35 even. I know it's quite crazy if you think about like down. Basically, all-time high was what, $450 when an IPO, and now it's like trading at like $40. That's just like, wow, like crazy, right? So I mean, like probing on a company that is shaky on a management perspective, with crypto being in the winter, at the same time, crypto being a kind of nascent technology with a lot of question marks percolating around like the survivability of this company. Is a lot of question marks around, so that's why people are kind of fleeing away, selling off the way that it is, right? So I hope that it could last through, right? I mean, Coinbase is not like a relatively old company or new company. It's been around for close to a decade now. But for Coinbase to be going bankrupt, that definitely doesn't leave a lot of good taste in investors' mouth, especially crypto investors, right? But I do know that a lot of people are getting hacked, and they do not have the best customer service either. Um, yeah, so I don't really have an opinion on this company, but I do hope that the management team alongside with its financial provider and investors will step it up and actually, revive and let's get this company going on a value proposition perspective. It seems like it's quite disappointing so far. So with respect to Ethereum, let's just dive right into the technical. Obviously, a lot of news are negative. Like even the big tech has reported negative earnings so far, all indicating that inflationary pressure is quite high. With respect to the earnings that came out from Walmart earlier today, selling off right now, and we are about to form a death cross on Ethereum specifically. We are at the 51 out of 70 right now. So as we break this level, which is a level of support we should ideally see some like lower level like 35 out of 70 all the way down to even 20 out of 70. So let's say tomorrow the rate hike is going to be, more aggressive than expected. I think seeing like breaking 1250 all the way to 1150, breaking the previous like consolidated level, which is technically 950 or 1000 if you may, seeing levels like 850, 775 all the way to 575 can be a possibility depending on how long we will have to cross down the death cross for, right? Because you don't just cross and cross up, right? You need to cross down and then form some of a plateau and then recuperate back up slowly. And we are at the neutral level right now, so seeing lower levels like breaking 1000, I would not be surprised at all. Okay. In respect to Bitcoin at 20,900 right now, so we are technically just holding by a thread. But as we break this level, which we will, you could see that clearly we're about to form a death cross, 43 out of 70. The technicals still stay consistent. I have not changed anything so far. My verbiage has been the same overall through all this time for the last couple of weeks so far. But the reversal should be coming later down in months and weeks out, right? So seeing lower levels to maybe like 18,500 all the way to 17,500 or even lower can be a possibility, right? But again, as we get over the hump, right, weekly looks quite bullish and the monthly as well. Okay. And that's pretty much it on a quick updates. And by the way, tomorrow I'll be out because I will actually be in basically meetings back to back throughout the whole day. So I'll be basically out of pocket. I wish I could be recording on the streets, but I just don't know how I can do that. Like if I'm like using just my phone, right? But yeah, I'll stay in touch with you guys and let me know if you have any questions. Obviously, just like reach out to me on my Patreon. And again, I do not really reply to my YouTube comments, even though I should. But the ones that says like DM me as a comments, those are not real comments, by the way. Those are fake spammer comments, so ignore those. This spam messages and all these scammers, is really getting out of hand, as you know. It's destroying, the community. It's destroying my channel almost. It's quite disappointing actually. But people know that it doesn't work, right? Like people can see right through that these are scammers. So be careful. And if you really want to talk to me, reach out to me on Patreon. Do not reach out to like people like on my Instagram is my private account, so I typically don't respond, and Instagram blocks these messages anyways. So yeah, anyways, have a good day and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.